welcome to JHS and Assessments. As I promised, we are still on set and we'll deal with Venn diagram. And that is what we'll be looking at today. So let's start by doing this work, and the rules behind Venn diagrams are just a few, but I'll take you through. Perhaps they are not. It's not so difficult for you to understand. It takes just a minute. So this is the two, let's say, two circles Venn diagram. So we're going to do the one which has the three circles in a box. We're also going to do that one too. So let's start the first one. It says what? A survey of reading habit of 100 students shown that 30 read both comics and novels, 10 read neither comics nor novels, and twice as many as students read comics as read novels. So is that one? Illustrates the above given information in the Venn diagram. How many students read novels? How many students read only comics or comics only? Sorry for that. So let's go by putting down the solution. So now we are going to declare our variables. That's our first rule. So what do we have here? We look through, we have novels, we have comics. So we'll tell the examiner or the one who is going to mark that let novels be equal to n. We also tell the examiner that let comics be equal to what? C. So I think in the question given, we were given a total number of reading habits, which was what? So a survey of the reading habit of 100 students. So sorry, we were given 100, like the total of the total number of students, which are 100. So we tell the examiner that let universal be equal to U. So we have declared them and then matched them to letters or variables. So let's continue and then move and then go. So I come back saying let n be equal to or n equals, it's the same thing, so don't be confused. N equals so we don't know for n because from the question it says, let's go back to the question, shows that 30 read both. So after declaring my variables, what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to chop in a small example for you to see, and so that you can understand the thing well and solve it. So let's come here. So let's take a scenario using that same question, and let's say maybe a class of 30 students. This question is from my head, so because it will help you to solve it, because this one is a very advanced question, so I'm supposed to let you know it well so that you understand it so well. So a class of 30 students. So out of the 30, 15 study math, 12 study English, and let's say 3 does none of them. So find those who study both using a Venn diagram. So for this question, the only thing you will do is that the universal is 30, so U stands for universal, E, English stands for what? 12, and mass, so equal is equal to 15. So we are to illustrate this on a Venn diagram, and after we illustrate it, and then we are going to solve this. So let me draw my Venn diagram. 2 circles. Make sure your intersection is very big as well. Oh, I don't have roller, so my box will look away, but take it that way. The U is equal to 30. The intersection is X, so we come here, comma, for both subjects. Let be equal to X. So this means that let those who studied both subjects be equal to X. So now we put X at the intersection area point, and then now we either, you see the circles, yes, so one of them can hold any space. So this is what we're going to do. So let's pick this one. For instance, let's give mass here, and let's put 15 here, and let's English be here, and then let's put 12 over there. So now this one becomes, so this is our Venn diagram. This is the diagram itself, but we are now going to put in the values. So like from the question, we were told that some of them they studied none, 3 of them, so 3. So this is normally used for maybe an analysis, or like it's used to audit. So someone who asks, why are we solving this? Why are you doing this? It's used for auditing. Maybe you have an amount of money, you know that let's say you have $30 or something, and you were doing, like, you are into business, you gave this, and maybe there's a portion of money missing. You can use Venn diagram to to do something like that. And maybe in a class, you want to find out maybe those who participated in a program or a project, you can also use it to also do it. So let's go on. So now we are going to subtract the intersection from this. So here will be what? 15 minus x, and then this 2 will be what? 12 minus x. So now we are going to add everything, including the complement, and then equate it to the inverser in order to find x. So let's see if x, let's see what x is. Yes, so we want to know those who studied both mathematics and English. So now this is what we're going to do. 15 minus x plus x, because there's a plus here, so we are going to add all of them. So let me do it this way so that you can, like, it will be easy for you to see. Plus everything here minus x plus 3, the complement, this one, all equals the universal 30. So now this x, you know, this is not multiplying because there's a sign here. So let me put a space in. So 15 here. So minus x plus x, x will cancel x. So 12 being here. So let's do this once and for all. Good. So plus 3 is equal to what? 30. So now this plus this will be what? Let me go on here. So 10, 10, 27 plus 3 minus x is equal to 30. So this gives you 30. This one, when it crosses the equal sign, this one, the minus becomes positive. So equals 30 plus x. So now we make x the subject by sending 30 to 30. So 30 minus 30 is equal to x. So 30 minus 30 is 0. So therefore x is equal to 0. So the reason why we have to, when you flip a number by the equal sign, it changes. Its value changes. If it's positive, it becomes negative. It's negative. So now we're going to use the same idea to solve this one. So now from here, I told you, I said earlier on that let novels be end and let so now we said let n be, so I was like, or n be equal to what? X. So now the reason why n is equal to x is because the like, you know, we were not given the number of people who read novels only. Of students, let's say students who read novels only. So that's the reason why. So the number of students who read novels only were not given. So that's the reason why n is equal to x, because we don't know x. You can represent it with any variable you want. And so let's go by using c. But so the comics. So we have to know the number of people who read comics only. So but the question said that what here? Neither comics nor novels, and twice as many students read comics as compared to novels. So this means that after them reading the like the comics, they feel that, oh, this comics book is interesting, so they read it, like they read it for the first time and for the second time. So this tells us that if n is equal to x, then c, which represents comics, will be what? 2x. So c will be equal to what? 2x. So c is equal to what? 2x. So now with this, we can draw our Venn diagram. So we know the intersection as 30 because it was given in there. So it said what? So a survey of the reading habit of 100 students shown that 30 read both comics and novels. So intersection, so we can say let C n be equal to what? 30. We can also say let C n, see this one means intersection. Intersection. So this one means what? Complement. So this is not written in books, but I have done it like that so that you can understand. But this is not the real sign of complement. I repeat, it's not the real sign of complement. But to have things simple, I've classified it that way. So let's go ahead and point out the complement. So from here, we can say that 10 read neither comics nor novels. So for 10, they didn't like reading. So they didn't take or partake in the reading survey. So they didn't read any of them. They were even bored, you know. So let's put 10 over here. And let's draw our Venn diagram. The circle looks a bit, you know, this is my box. This is my rectangle. Looks like something that I can't mention, but we'll manage it. Good. So my circle one is bigger than one. Don't worry about that. So the intersection is what 30. So we place the intersection at where two circles are intersecting. So 30. Now let's put comics here as C, and let's put novels here as end. Now intersection is always here as U, being equal to 100. So this is 100. And now complement is always here as 10. So now, as we knew, it was 2x. So we can say it's equal to 2x. You can say this one is equal to x. So this is what we do. 2x minus 30. So minus the intersection, because we normally believe that normally this one given here is normally greater than the intersection. Those who like those who took, you know, that is in most questions that's how it is. But normally we subtract from, because if they did not let's say partake in the survey or in reading the comics, it won't, like, there will be no intersection. That is the explanation for that. So minus 30. Good. So now we go ahead and then solve this. So let's solve this from here. My sheet, I'm out of sheets, so let's pick some new one. So 2x. So I'm going to add all this plus this and equate it to the investor in order to find the